All right, guys, welcome back to the channel. So it's been a hot minute since I came back to the studio here, and that's because I've been traveling in Europe, Switzerland and London in particular, and such a fun trip. I've already posted some video on the channel. If you missed it, link down below. You don't want to miss that. If you're new to the channel, welcome, welcome. My name is Johnny. I talk about how to elevate your travel by using points, loyalty program, and just simple hacks. Hence the channel name, Upgraded Travel. Now, if you find this information helpful and you like these kind of contents, make sure give us a like and follow us on YouTube and subscribe. Thank you so much. So now, since we got that out of the way, what do you want to talk about? So I think right now is the perfect time to plan your spring travel. And you might be thinking, well, it's spring now, isn't it too late to plan? Well, I'm not talking about this year, 2024. I'm actually talking about next year, 2025, and especially early spring travel to a particular destination, because there's something of redemption galore. And let me show you where I'm talking about. Okay, right here. That's right, it's to Qatar, and Qatar Airways is releasing a lot of availability from the United States. So let's take a deeper look. All right, so before we actually dive into doing an example redemption, I actually want to talk about their loyalty program, Avios, because I feel like not enough people actually knows about the 4 different flavors of Avios. So let's take a look. So this is the pointsguide.com. Please go follow them on social media. They're really a great source of anything points related and travel related as well. So as you can see right here, there are 4 different versions of Avios and spread across Aer Lingus, Qatar Airways, Iberia, and British Airways. And the good thing is those Avios are interchangeable, which means you can transfer, let's say, from British Airways to Qatar Airways, or you can change from Qatar Airways and transfer them to Iberia, depending on where the award availability is, which is super important. And right here, you can see you can move Avios freely between different airlines in any directions. So in our use case, we want to transfer your Avios into Qatar Airways because they're the ones who are releasing the availability to Doha, Qatar. So you're probably wondering, where the heck do you get these Avios if you don't fly any of these 4 different carriers? And that's when it's so important that Avios is actually interchangeable between the 4 airlines, because I count 6 different credit card programs that can actually transfer points to one of the Avios. Then you can just transfer them to Qatar Airways Avio in this use case. So let's take a look. First, we have Chase Ultimate Reward, and over here says Chase Transfer Partners, and one of them is British Airways, which also uses Avio. So you can transfer to British Airways and then transfer the Avios over to Qatar Airways Avio. Okay, so next up, American Express. American Express has 17 different airlines that are transfer partners. And again, British Airways is one of them. So again, transfer to British Airways, then transfer over to Qatar Airways. Citibank, thank you points. You don't have to transfer to British Airways because it's not one of their transfer partner, but you can transfer directly to Qatar Airways right over here. Then the next one, Capital One. Again, British Airways is one of their partners. Again, next one, Bilt Reward, British Airways again. And last but not least, the newcomer of transferable points, Wells Fargo. They also have British Airways as their transfer partner. So you can basically transfer over to British Airways, or actually in this case, you can transfer to Aer Lingus or Iberia Plus, and you can then transfer over to Qatar Airways. Okay, so let's take a look at the actual deal. So this is frequentmilers.com. Make sure you guys follow them on social media as well. great source of information regarding points and travel. So, okay, so what's the deal? You can fly Qatar Airways Qsuite from United States and Doha for as low as 70,000 Avios one way between February and March. Now, there are other reports saying January is available as well, but just most of the redemption is in February and March. So keep that in mind. And flights are available from and to Atlanta, Chicago, Dallas, Houston, Miami, New York, so JFK, and Dallas. Now, there are actually other reports, and I personally tried it myself too. You can find, I believe, flights from Los Angeles and San Francisco as well. But again, most of the redemption will be in these few cities. So let's do an example right here. I do need to sign in. So, okay, so I'm all signed in. So let's take a look at the available redemption. So we want to do one way, book an award flight. And let's do, let's just say if we can do San Francisco, or what do you guys say? How about let's do Houston or Dallas? I don't think we use Dallas as an example just yet. So we don't want to alienate any regions. Okay, so to Doha, D-O-H. And we want to do, so we can do my days are flexible, so you guys can see what are the different options are. So disregard the price because we're using points. So let's do anywhere in March because this is going to be a spring trip, right? Premium class of first and business. So let's take a look. Did I hit search? I did. Their website is kind of slow, actually. For those of you who are not familiar with Qatar Airways business class, which is the famous Qsuite, it's actually very good. I've taken it one time last year on my way to Maldives. I haven't posted the video, but I will, so stay tuned for that. Make sure you subscribe so you don't miss the video. There we go. Okay, so we have March 3rd right here, and as you can see, almost every day is off peak, which means their availability every day. If I click here, they'll show you a calendar. Let's see, yeah, right here. So you see February is almost every day, right? March, every day is off peak. So there's a lot of availability right now. So let's just take the first one as an example. So March 3rd from Dallas all the way to Doha. If we click business class, it's going to be 70,000 Avios plus $99.85 taxes and fees. It's going to be on their A350 1000, which is going to have a Qsuite product. So this is really great because let me show you how much this actually would cost. So we want to go to Google Flights right here. We're gonna do one way, not from San Francisco, but from DFW all the way to Doha. In business class, we're gonna do March 3rd right here. Okay, and search. So for Qatar Airways, so this is almost $10,000, $9,657 from Dallas to Doha. Crazy, right? And you're only paying how much? 70,000 Avios plus $100. So if you remember how we calculate our costs with points, so let's take a look. Calculator, please. Okay, over here. So it's 70,000, and assuming that all your points are worth 2 cents per piece because we're transferring over from your credit card. So it would be multiply 0.02. It will cost you $1,400 plus the fee 99.85. So this is your true cost, almost $1,500 divided by the cost of the flight. So it would be I swear it was more, but okay, let's take 9389. Okay, 9389. You're only paying 15.97%. So okay, 16% of the actual cost. And if you want to know the percentage off, so you minus 1, so you're getting a discount of 84%. That's crazy. That's crazy good. So if you're actually wanting to plan a early spring trip, I think this is the way to go. All right, guys, if you guys have any question regarding this redemption opportunity on Qatar Airways, feel free to leave a comment down below in the comment section. I'll make sure that I personally get back to you guys. If you like the content, please give it a like and subscribe to the channel. Thank you so much for your support, and thank you for watching. I'll see you guys very soon. Bye.